From censored files to clear evidence, this is Redacted Realms.
Exploring haunted places in Dalat. Dalat, a city full of dreamy beauty, is a destination where many people come to enjoy the fresh air. However, there are some places here that are not so pleasant. Cold, desolate, some abandoned houses carry a gloomy aura that makes adventurous explorers' hair stand on end. Let's follow D2T to explore the eerie places in Dalat. It is a shrine located on a pass only about 10 kilometers long and with 108 sharp and extremely dangerous curves on the route connecting the Central Highlands and the eastern region. However, what terrifies and frightens drivers passing through here is not the winding roads. With mountains on one side and abyss on the other, but rather encountering three beautiful girls with long hair, dressed in white, waiting for a ride at night. It originates from a story. Previously, there were three girls named Lo, Wa, and Ao, all students studying in Saigon. When their motorcycle reached this curve on the way home, it suddenly overturned and plunged into the abyss, killing them. That horrific accident left the motorcycle shattered, and the bodies of the three beautiful girls could not be found. Despite their families searching day and night for a whole month, even with the help of local residents, but they could not be found. Out of deep regret for these three girls, their families decided to build three graves next to each other near the accident site. Everything seemed to settle down. However, more than a month later, at the exact spot where the three girls died, another accident occurred. This time, a tourist bus traveling through this curve also overturned and plunged into the abyss. Fortunately, there were 4 survivors in that bus, including 1 young man and 3 girls. While the 3 girls only suffered minor injuries, the young man was severely injured, so he had to rely on the 3 girls to return to the highway. Although very weak, all 4 encouraged each other to climb up to the road surface. After reaching the road, the young man fainted due to exhaustion. When he woke up, he found himself in the hospital but did not see the 3 girls anywhere. Worried, he asked those around him about the whereabouts of the 3 girls. Strangely, everyone said that only he was found lying by the roadside and that he was the only lucky survivor from that bus. When he described the 3 girls, everyone was startled, feeling that the description closely resembled the 3 girls who had died a month earlier. And the young man in the story is not the only one who has encountered the girls. Drivers who travel at night over the Ao Pass share that. They often come across 3 girls with long black hair, dressed in white, carrying backpacks, luggage, and textbooks, waiting for a ride, asking to go to the Ao Pass. However, when they approach, those figures are nowhere to be seen, leaving only desolation and a howling wind. The abandoned house on Pren Pass, its first owner is said to have been a French official notorious for his debauchery. One day, while inviting a performer during a moment of lust, this man attempted to rape her, causing the girl to jump from the building and commit suicide. Her body was buried in a lime pit behind the house. Since then, her unrestful spirit has haunted this house, even though the Frenchman later died suddenly. Every night, passers-by often recount hearing mournful cries and endless lamentations. Drivers also share that when passing Pren Pass, they often see a girl dressed in white asking for a ride. Some drivers let her into the car, laughing happily, but when they turn around, the girl is gone. A long time ago, upon hearing stories about this haunted house, a stubborn young soldier did not believe them and decided to stay to verify the rumors. And indeed, by just 3 a.m., he had to run out of the house in extreme terror. Specifically, when he decided to go to bed, some force kept pulling his blanket to the ground. Thinking it was just an accident, he pulled it back and continued sleeping. But soon after, the incident repeated faster and more forcefully, and eerie shadows with creepy giggles made him give up. Some time ago, passers-by also saw a white figure perched on the second floor of the building. Upon entering the building, villa's gate remains incredibly sturdy and intact. However, when that gate opens and one steps inside, there are walls covered in moss, surrounded by messy scribbles. According to many guards here, what is even more mysterious is the appearance of 3 shrines with full altars, incense, and flowers, about 10 meters away from the villa. One belongs to the young girl, and the other 2 belong to 2 children who died mysteriously. Many believe that the performer was pregnant with the 2 children, so the vengeful spirits of the mother and children haunt the house. Many also believe that the young girl and the performer are completely different. She was pregnant but was abandoned by her lover. In a moment of impulsive resentment, she came here to end her life. No one knows who, but the villa's caretakers regularly burn incense to ward off evil spirits. House number 10 is located right on Namkay Coin Street, built in 1949. Previously, this place was the mansion of General Bavine, also known as. Legend has it that a young woman, bathing while waiting for her husband to return, was killed right in the bathroom. Her husband, a judge, returned one night, went mad, shot his wife, and then committed suicide. Since then, strange phenomena have continuously occurred at this villa. The family's housekeeper recounted that when she went downstairs to sleep in the upstairs bathroom, even though the door was locked and she held the key, she still heard the sound of water gushing loudly, clearly as if someone was bathing. Those eerie sounds lasted all night, preventing her from getting any sleep. Dog, familiar with its owner. Who is it? Once, due to continuous knocking, she opened the door, but only saw the night and heard the howling wind. Many strange things also happened outside the villa. Under the pine tree, a young couple, both insane, would take turns coming to play with the tree, whispering tirelessly to the tree's roots, then crying, laughing, and dancing non-stop. One day, when people saw the pine tree down, the young man clutched his head, screaming in intense, and as the tree fell, he also breathed his last. As for the girl, when she came and saw the pine tree had been cut down, she stared blankly, laughed loudly, and left without response. The strangeness of this pine tree also raised many questions. Whether the tree was haunted by the young woman's spirit, and whether this couple had any connection to that woman. Later, people often saw faint, illusory lights emanating from the villa, along with white silk ribbons fluttering around it. To this day, due to rumors of haunting, this villa still cannot be renovated, frightening many locals and tourists when passing by. If it were you, would you want to explore around this villa yourself? Villa number 4. If haunted houses in Dalat are often associated with word-of-mouth rumors, then villa number 4 on Tukoa Street is because people have personally witnessed terrifying sights here. Previously, this was villa number 4, once the home of the provincial chief of Lambi. Later, the lower floor of the house was used as a place to detain revolutionary soldiers. Through a series of brutal tortures and extremely cruel forms of torture, many people sacrificed their lives here. Since then, extremely bizarre incidents have continuously occurred at this villa. At night, even when the wind is calm, people hear creaking sounds coming from the windows. Or even when no one is there, footsteps and running sounds around the house are heard. The city official also firmly asserted that villa number 4 on Tukoa Street is haunted. One day, he and his colleagues stayed overnight in this villa, even though there were no strange signs during the day. But when night came, the window frames shook violently as if in a storm. Even though the weather was completely calm and without any wind, not even a breeze. At that time, he wedged all the doors shut. But he and his group of friends still heard repeated noises all night, unable to sleep. Those sleeping on the beds were also pulled down to the floor by ghosts even after dawn. Many people living around the villa also believe that the number 4 in the villa's name signifies death. And it is this name that has made the villa this way, homophonous with, meaning both separation and fatal disaster. Currently, even though the villa has long been abandoned, yet still, no one dares to approach. Even the bravest don't dare to try because just hearing about it makes them break out in a sweat. The specific cause is unclear, but I firmly believe this is the disturbance of spirits. Revolutionary soldiers who sacrificed for the homeland, for the country, and have not yet found. From this, it can be seen that a beautiful and dreamy city has so many terrifying places, right? How do you feel about these stories? Do they give you goosebumps, make your hair stand on end, or even make you just believe such things? Please leave a comment so everyone can know. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and see you again.
If this file opened your eyes, subscribe and open the next case.